Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Jagdisha ji.
Hari Om, Namaste.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
I see. Okay, okay.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Came to.
Are you talking to people?
What's that?
Are you talking to people?
I just said came to.
Yeah, that is. I think you are talking to people then.
No, I'm talking to you. I'm into
Yeah, but I don't know.
Is Vipul there? Vipul there?
Yeah, of course.
Majama.
Majama.
Najama. Okay. Somebody fill in.
Hari Om, Jagdish.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Narayan. Hari Om. Hare Ram. Hare Ram.
Then the notes. Then okay, let's start with the prayers. Two people stay with me, join me for the prayers. Let's go to the presentation. Share screen. Share this screen. Okay. Om Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana
Maharnisham. Anekdantam Bhaktanam Ekdantam Upasmahi. Saraswati Namaste.
Karishyami Siddhir me sada. Guru Brahma, Guru
Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Me Namaha.
Om Sahana Bhavatu.
Sahana Bhavatu. Sahavyam Karvamahi.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vakyakaram Vararuchim.
Vakyakaram Vararuchim.
Harshakaram Patanjalim.
Harshakaram Patanjalim.
Paninim Sutrakarancha.
Paninim Sutrakaram cha.
Pranatosmi Munitrayam.
Pranatosmi Manitrayam.
Atha Maheshwara Sutrani.
Atha Maheshwara Sutrani.
Ayavun.
Ayun.
Luluk.
Luluk.
Evong.
Ayong.
Ayouch.
Ayouch.
Hayavarat.
Hayavarat.
Lan.
Lan.
Nyamangananam.
Nyamangananam.
Jabhanya.
Jabhanya.
Gadadash.
Gardash.
Jabagadadash.
Jabagardash.
Kapa Chatata Chatatau.
Kapa Chatata Chatatau.
Kapai.
Kapai.
Shasasar.
Shashasar.
Al.
Al.
Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani.
Iti Maheshwara Sutrani.
Okay. We did Visarga Sandhi 3, right? Namo Namaha Sandhi we did. Anybody remembers?
Yeah.
Whoever remembers can unmute and say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Namo Namaha, done. So, yeah, I remember. We just started on Guru Brahma Sandhi, the most popular Visarga Sandhi, Guru Brahma Sandhi. Okay. So, let us go back to top share. Let's go back to the book, to the table, just to see where we are. See the table?
Yeah.
The table. See the Visargas on the table?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. One of you should answer because I don't know whether my...
Okay.
Okay. So, we covered 1, 2, and 3. We will come back to the little exception page later on, because for that we have to cover 3 and 4, and then we'll go back. Okay. So we covered 1, we covered 2a, which is Visarga Purvapada starting with aha, and Purvapada ending with aha, and Paravarna is all vowels except the short a. Okay. And we also did
in chart that a plus ash, it doesn't show, right?
which one doesn't?
Oh, on the top, on the top.
On the top, a plus ich.
No, a plus ash.
Okay. A plus ash is here because you have to, because this covers all the 3. So what is the first letter here is a, and the last is asho, a plus ash. So this
Okay. I got it.
everything, ash. Okay,
Okay,
even
got
without saying, because in the if she has to show in the table, then she has to make one more row here. It will be confusing. Okay, but the highlighted area covers all the way up a to da, the shakara. Okay, so it is ash. You can see that from the Maheshwara Sutras.
Yes, thank you.
So that is to be which Purva Varna is aha, and Paravarna is all the vowels and the soft consonants, the Visarga drops. Okay. Guna Guneshu Vartante Sandhi. So now we will keep this 5 and 6 later. Those are the simplest ones actually, 5 and 6. Okay. And so what is left is in the Purva Varna, till now we covered only short a and long a. Okay. Now what about the other vowels? Okay, so that's the only part left in the Purva Varna, because the Purva Varna that doesn't have Vyanjanas, because Visarga cannot come after the Vyanjanas. So if the Purva Varna is ich means all vowels other than a, e all the way up to au, all variations of those. Okay. If that is the case, and for all the ash, again, you can see that this is the all-encompassing box. So it is including all the ash. So ich plus ash, what happens? Okay, that is a Guru Brahma Sandhi. So we will see that in detail. And then we will come to this little exception when ash is repa. Okay. So let me go back to the presentation page. Share again this page. Okay, so this is the Guru Brahma Sandhi. Okay, so Guru Brahma is taken as an example. So I took some other examples. Okay, so let's go step by step. Go to the presentation part. Nothing there. Visarga Sandhi 4. Ich followed by Visarga, followed by ash. Okay, all vowels and soft consonants. Let's take some combination of words joined by sandhi, which we will have heard. Some of them we definitely remember, and some of them are not that frequently heard. Okay, so glanir bhavati, everybody has heard. Senayor ubhayor madhye, because it comes just before the Gita teaching actually starts. Most people remember that also. Other things are not as common. Okay, but I give the verse numbers where they come. So doshairetaihi is the one word. Buddhirjanardana, another word. Shvetairhayaihi, another word. Purvairapi, another word. Senayor ubayor madhye. How many words are there in Senayor ubayor madhye? If you break the sandhi.
Senayoho ubayoho.
Madhya.
Okay,
3
words. So there will be how
words.
many sandhis?
2 sandhis.
Two sandhis.
Okay, two join, two links. And glanir bhavati, the most popular one. Yada yada hiranmasya. Okay, now let's see the split, how the split was. What are the 2 words involved in there? Okay. Doshaihi etaihi. Okay. Doshaihi. It is dosha shabda. It is tritiya bahuvachana. Ends with aihi. Okay. Like purushaihi, doshaihi. Okay. Etaihi. These. Okay. Buddhihi janardana. Okay. Buddhi, common word. Ikaranta strilinga. And janardana. Janardana is, there's no visarga there because it is sambodhana pratama. Okay. Shvetaihi hayaihi. Okay. There's also, because there's something explaining something about the horses, it can come only in the first chapter. Okay. Shvetaihi hayaihi. Purvaihi api. Senayoho ubayoho madhye, then glanihi bhavati. Okay. I kind of selected the word combination so that Purvapada and Parapada can be a good mix. Because you can see here that Purvapada has a wide range, all the vowels except the akara. And the Paravarna is even bigger, all the vowels and all the soft consonants. Okay, so there are a lot of choices. Right? I could fit only 6 words in this presentation page. Okay, so I just picked 6. So in the 6, we get 7 sandhis. Let's see what are the common features. Doshaihi. Okay, so the Purvapada ends with aihi. Buddhihi. Purvapada ends with yihi. Again, Purvapada ends with aihi. Purvapada ends with aihi. Oho. 2 of them, oho and ihi. Okay. Oh, I didn't highlight the Parapada. Okay, so and show. So Parapada is, let me make this red as we speak. Okay, so Parapada is, I just wanted to show that the Parapada is a mixture of vowels, starting with the A here, E, A, and some, however, one of the semi-vowels high is there, and the soft consonant is there. And here is another vowel, ubayoho, and one of the anunasikas, and one of the mahaprana, soft mahaprana. So we have a representative of all of the ash, representatives from all subgroups of ash. Okay, simple vowels, diphthongs, and semi-vowels, nasals, and alpa pranas and mahaprana soft. Okay, so those are all shown in red, our normal procedure. I forgot to make the red. Okay, then what is the change? Now, when we see the top row where the sandhi is already made, you can see that what happened is the Purva Varna remained and the Paravarna remained as it is, but just the Visarga has become a Repa. Okay, Doshaihi etaihi becomes Doshair etaihi. Okay, and once it is Doshair and etaihi, it is just vowel and vowel combining with the consonant. There is no more sandhi there. Okay, Doshair etaihi. Okay, so anywhere you see that only the Visarga, that is the reason why I put the Visarga, I cheated the system to make the Visarga, to be able to make Visarga in blue. Okay, because it is only the Visarga that changed into Repa. Okay, so Doshair etaihi buddhir janardana shvetair hayaihi purvairapi senayor ubhayor madhye glanir bhavati. So you can see the common feature is that the Visarga changed. Purvavarna, the ich remained as it is. Paravarna, ash remained as it is. Just the Visarga turned into the Repa. That is the famous Guru Brahma Sandhi. Okay. So what is that? Ihi, vuhu, all those things. So any ich followed by a Visarga. If it is followed by A to Au, all the vowels, Al, all semi-vowels, Nyamangananam, Jaban, all those. Okay. So Paravarna is Akara to Dakara. Means Ash. What is the result? The Visarga turns into Visargasya Repaha. Okay, so I visarga becomes ihi will become ir. Okay, and aihi will becomes air. That's how you get doshair. Okay, now let me switch. Any questions on the presentation? If not, we'll go to the book and see some examples.
Okay.
This is a very, very common sandhi you come across very often.
May I request you to please add the Sutran is here, Mahesh, not the
Yes, sutra is there in the book. I might show that in the book. Okay, and here this is simpler. Okay, this on number 4, 5, and 6 are one step or 2 steps. Visarga becoming repa. So sasa jushoho ruhu. That's the only sutra. Okay, this not complicated like the other ones.
Thank you.
The sutra number will be there in the inserted box in the text page. Okay. Any questions before I go to the
Yeah.
PDF?
Yes, Mahodaya, one question.
Yeah.
When the sandhi happens, the rakara comes in, understood. But when do you change it so that the rakara goes as, a rakara on top of the next purva varna versus rakara as it is stands, like doshai retaihi, the ra is carried as it is, versus in all others, it is becoming a part of the consonant, right? Am I making sense? Yeah.
The purva acha remains as it is. The visarga following the purva varna will becomes repa. So it will become ar, ir, ur, all of those things. Okay. And whatever there in the parapada, okay, which is, other than the hard consonants, parapada will just combine with the repa, because repa is before the plus sign, and whatever the paravarna. So the repa will combine with the paravarna. Okay. So if the paravarna is another swara, then you will get ra, ri, ru like that. If the paravarna is another soft consonant, then you will get words like dirjanardana, rhayai, like that. It will be a compound consonant, where the first part will be the repa, which was visarga earlier.
Okay. So I think whenever there is a swara, the refa will carry forward as a refa instead of, okay. Dhanyawad.
The repa will remain always like that. If the next word, which is the paravarna, if it is a swara, then r plus a will become ra, r plus e will become ri, like that.
Okay, dhanyawad. It just going through the clarification helped. So
Sure. And if it is a soft consonant, then it will be a compound consonant with the first part is repa, second part is the paravarna.
Okay. Yes, understood.
Okay. Then, yeah.
Question. So the last part, you said visargasya refa. That, I mean, the meaning would be that it's a refa of the visarga. That doesn't make sense.
No. See, when we get into Panini Sutra, we always says we use the sixth case for that being replaced. That is the Panini's tradition. We haven't used that.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And later on, we'll use that the visarga will be in the blue, in the green. Okay, when we come into Panini Sutra, we will indicate the sixth case in green. Right now, this is generally, visarga sandhi is generally not one-step process. Whereas other places, we can say this is the place of change. Okay. The visarga. What it means is visargasya sthane repaha adeshaha.
Okay.
That is what it means. Visargasya repaha is Panini short form. Panini doesn't even say that. He might say visargasya raha, something like that. Okay, raha is rakara or repa.
I see. Okay.
He will make it so short.
Gotcha.
So my visargasya repa means visargasya sthane repaha adeshaha bhavati or syat. Clear?
Thank you, Mahodaya.
All right. Let's go to what the book says.
It's a man of few words.
Huh?
No, sorry. I said he was a man of few words,
No. He's a man of few letters.
few letters.
I think I might have told during the presentations part in the first 9 classes that at that time, where a lot of the sutra literature were written at that time, couple of centuries or maybe some 2nd to 5th century before BC. At that time, most of the things are written in sutras, and there is a joke among the sutrakaras that if a sutrakara can save half a syllable in a sutra, if you say something, oh, this is not required, this is extra, I can rephrase it, saving half a syllable. And they think they putrotsavam manyante sutrakaraha. Okay? So, earlier the birth of a male child is a big celebration, right? So if something could save in a sutra half a syllable, it's like celebrating a big thesis. The equivalent of that at that time is having a male child.
Interesting.
Putrotsavam manyante vayyakaranaha. Okay, so wanted to show this. Okay, where is it? Share screen. Share the screen. Okay,
Jagdish, I have one question.
yeah.
That Refa is a full letter or it is Halanta?
Refa is a name. Generally, people don't use rakara. It is just a r only, halanta only.
It is Halanta, right?
Halanta only. Okay. For some reason, the grammarians don't use the word rakara. Rakara, whenever we say kakara means it's k only, not ka-a. Okay. And any times when we use the suffix kara to any consonant, then it is indicating the pure consonant halanta. Okay. So here repa means r only. Halantar. Okay.
Okay.
Gurur Brahma.
So all consonants are Repa, Halanta.
Yeah, pure consonants are all halantas. You have to actually, to be precise, you have to put with the halanta sign, or you have to say ra, ka, refa, or ka, kara. Then it is understood that even though it's written as ka, kara, the suffix indicates that you do not mean the a. A is pronunciation sake. Okay. So again, we'll go back to the examples and the steps given in the book. Okay, Guru Brahma Sandhi. So number change into r or repa. Okay, she didn't use the word repa anywhere, so she used the pure halanta sign. Okay, ich plus visarga and ash. Okay, any of the all the vowels and all the soft consonants. Ich plus visarga plus ash becomes ich plus r plus ash. Okay, as you can see that ich remains as it is, ash remains as it is, visarga remains r. What I did was, instead of visarga, I put the dots and just put that in different color. Okay. So Purvavarna ich followed by visarga and Paravarna starts with ash. So replacement for the visarga only is repa. When visarga is preceded by ich, any vowel other than avarna and followed by ash, all vowels and all soft consonants, the visarga becomes r. Okay. Rishihi asti becomes rishir asti. Then when you combine the words, r plus a will becomes ra. Okay. Rishir asti, rishir bhavati. So again, she just took the few of the words. You can see that she took ikara, ikara, or purvavarna, ikara, purvavarna, ukara, purvavarna, ekara, okara. So she took the typical examples.
One question, Jagdish ji.
Yeah.
In this examples on where she's using the she's only using the soft, she's only using bha for all those examples. So she has not used any of the hard consonants here.
No, hard consonant not included, she can't use, but she hasn't used any alpa pranas.
I see.
Okay, so remember, alpa prana is ba, mahaprana is bha. Okay, so in that group, The hard consonant will be pa and pa.
Okay.
So be clear about, yeah, obviously, yes, she hasn't. She just used one vowel a for paravarna and one
Correct.
consonant bha for paravarna. Okay, a for
So,
one
right. So
vowel.
the same question came up that came earlier. When do you write it as a r, like how it is like Gurur Bhavati? And when does that refa go on top of the consonants? Like, will
it will always go on top of the consonant.
So Gurur Bhavati, the r will go on top of the bha when we write it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, on top of it. Because, you know, in Devanagari, this question was asked even earlier in the previous class in the camp also. So in Devanagari, you read from left to right and top to bottom generally. Okay?
Right.
So Guru should come on top of Ba. So Gurur Bhavati, the little horn.
Yes.
Or
like a little
the arch will go on top. Okay, not arch.
Yes.
Maybe the horn.
Okay.
Okay.
Jagdishji, namaste. A question. So all this where she has given us the ends, they are not the end state, right? Gurur Bhavati, the way you write it is
Yeah, she could have made the final form right next to it.
Yes.
But that will go beyond the page, so she skipped that.
Okay.
Namaste. Thank you.
Yep. Now, suppose you type this up and remove the gap, then it will automatically combine the two letters and the arch will go on top. In any software, if you take the gap out, it will automatically become the bha with the arc on top.
Okay.
So Jagdishji, they give an exercise which is Nirashiha Apirigraha. So it will be Nirasha Shirpa Graha.
No. What is the Parapada starting with?
Nirashiha.
The Parapada starts with what?
Oh.
So
R and A will become what?
Oh, A will not become Ra. Oh.
R and A. So the Purvapada, Visarga becomes Repa. R.
Okay.
Next word is Parapada is starting with A.
Right.
So R plus A, or in English,
O
plus A will become what? How will you read R and A together?
Ra.
Ra. Okay. So in Devanagari also, it will be Nirashi Ra Parigraha. So there will be anything on top of Pa.
Okay. I got it.
Because Ra became Ra and standalone, it will become to the left of Pa when you write.
Okay. Thank you.
Jagdishi, namaste. I think just on this conversation, when the sandhi is used, they become one letter or they retain one word, or they still retain two different words?
That is optional. You can combine them, and see, this is optional sandhis, right? Between the words. So here you can still write it Rishir and Bhavati. Okay. Then the sandhi is already made because Visarga changed into R. Whether you make them as one word, making like one word is what? Making the top line as a continuous line, right?
Right, but like you said, the Repa and A will become Ra.
Yeah.
So we'll just say Ra and then continue. There will be no A.
Continue. So if you make the R and A as one word, then you have no option of writing separately.
Right.
Have to be one word only.
Is that how it is to be written, or it is to be written the way this is example is put? Okay.
No, I want to go with the examples in the book. Okay. For example, this Rishir Bhavati. Okay. I will take the R out and put the Arka on top.
Okay.
I could show it, but I don't want to switch too many screens.
Understood.
Okay. And the Shri Bhavati, Shri will be there, then Bha, and on top of that, Bha will be the Ar. So Shrir Bhavati. Okay. And Guru Brahma, you have already seen how it is written. Yeah, I wish she would have made this, added one more line. Okay. See, what I did was in 6 lines, but she wanted to show it in only 1 line, 2 lines. Okay. That is what happened. If you see in my presentation also, this R and Ba separately were there. In the next stage, I combined them.
Yeah.
Okay, next let's look at some of the, okay, there was this, when followed by r. Okay, the repa is often written. So this is the way to write, if the paravarna is r, that's very rare. In Gita, you don't have any examples. But if a question comes, if the purvarna ends with visarga and the paravarna starts with the r, okay, so visarga will become repa and the paravarna starts with the r. So how do you write it? Okay, so if such a case comes, here is how you write it. Okay, that's shown here.
Same way.
Okay, same way. Okay. Let's look at some example. Okay, nirashihi aparigraha. Okay, see, you show that there's only one line here. There's no gap in the line. So you write it as one line in all the cases. Okay, nirashir aparigraha. Nirashir plus aparigraha is next step. And the final answer is nirashir aparigraha. One word, one line on top. I call it as a clothesline. Okay, everything will be hung on one line. Nirashir aparigraha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 syllables will be there. Okay, nirashi 3 and parigraha. So r and a will become the fourth one. Nirashir aparigraha. Okay.
But one more question on that, Jagdish ji. So
Yeah.
the will still stay, right? It will be nirashir. The will still stay. The doesn't disappear.
A is combined with the r to make become a.
So nirashir parigraha.
No. Let me switch.
Can you please scribble it if possible?
No, I cannot scribble it because I have my presentation on an external monitor which doesn't take up scribbling.
Oh, okay.
So let me do something else. Let me go to hope I won't hang up or anything. Docs. Google Docs. Okay, this is where I type some of the things. Now let's go share screen. Share screen. Okay. Am I sharing screen at all? No, right? You're not seeing anything?
No, we're not seeing anything.
No, we don't see anything.
Share screen. Okay. You see a blank screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where I type up in Devanagari. Okay. So Nirashihi, Purvapada.
Yeah.
Okay. Parigraha and Visarga. Okay. Aparigraha.
Yeah.
Okay. So next step will be copy. This is big enough, right? You can see that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the Visarga became Repa.
Repa.
Clear?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Now you have a consonant here followed by a vowel. Any consonant, pure consonant, which is halanta, followed by a vowel will become like a, k, a, ka, r, a, ra.
Oh.
I spent so much time on this thing in the first class, how to split and how to combine. Okay, so the next is this r plus a is becoming ra.
Ra.
Okay, so nirashi, let me put a dash. So, okay. So this is what happened here.
Correct.
As a result of the sandhi, visarga becomes r. R plus a is ra.
Yes.
Okay, should be very clear about this.
Yeah.
It is clear.
we are almost toward the end of, so this R plus A is
Ra.
Ra.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's
Okay.
take out all these things out.
Okay.
Parenthesis and R and everything. See what happened.
Yes.
Nirashi from the Purvapada,
Mhm.
aparigraha, which is connected to the repa that came in.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Now let's take one of the other questions because I'm on this page. Okay, which word do you want me to take with the one with the going on the top with the
So fourth one, fourth
Huh?
one.
Fourth one, what is the word?
Harihi, Edit, Edit. Harihi, Harihi,
Hmm.
Edita.
Edita. No, Edita.
Editaha.
Oh, Harihi Iditaha.
Yeah.
Why do you have any doubt with this?
No, because that Visarga becomes Refa and E is long E, so it will
So what?
become
The repa will connect with the wrong E. R plus
Yes.
E will become what?
Re.
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 So that's right as
Hariditaha.
it is. Re will remain as it is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
R plus E will become Re.
Re.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Re.
Nothing else changes.
Yes.
Yes.
Haridita.
Hari Reeditaha. So you just go mathematically. Keep what is unchanged, keep it as it is. What is changed? Visarga becomes Repa. Repa plus, if there's a vowel, they do two combine, become one letter. Ra, Ri, Ru,
Okay.
Re, right? Like that.
So Jagdishji, I have a question.
Yeah.
So the after the refa, it has to be a vowel. Then and then we can do this, correct?
Then only you can do this. Otherwise, it will go on the consonant next. So I was going to that example.
Okay, thank you.
Number 23 you can do.
23. What is 23?
Suchihi plus
Okay,
Dakshaha.
good. It's good that I'm on this page and nothing hung up. Okay. 23. Shuchihi. Let's write Shuchihi.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Purvapada.
Yeah. Dakshaha.
And Dakshaha.
So Suchir Dakshaha. Suchir
Refa will go up on the top.
Okay. I will go step by step. Shuchihi
Okay.
Dakshaha. Okay. So once I'm on this page, it is easier. Copy. Let me put on here itself. Paste. Okay. So this,
Yes.
what is the change? The Visarga replaced by R.
Ra.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Suchir
these are-
Daksha.
we still have the plus sign. So we have to combine. Now, R is a consonant, followed by Da, another consonant. So R, D, A will become Rd, A, Rda.
Yeah.
गाड़ी चलाता है यानी था कि हाँ राइट चले यहाँ
Okay,
करो
please, if you are not speak, or you please please mute, and when you are about to speak, unmute. Okay. So this, see what happens here. Is like this. Suppose once I take this plus thing out, see what happens.
Yes.
Automatically.
Correct.
Okay.
Suchir Daksha.
Suchir Daksha. This Arka has to be pronounced before the Da. So Shuchir Daksha.
Suchir Daksha.
Even here, suppose I take, instead of that, say Shuchir Daksha. Okay, because there is a dash, you might give a very small pause. Whereas here there is no pause. Okay. So even this thing, suppose if I take the dash sign out, it will become same thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. In the Nirashira Parigraha, shouldn't there be a hook there? Nirashi, the refa
No.
goes away.
Why should there be a hook? Representing what?
Nirashira Parigraha. I
Okay,
thought
now
it is
this-
Nirashir Parigraha.
Okay, no, this is a full Ra.
Full Ra.
This Ra is made up of how many letters?
2
R
letters.
plus A.
R plus A. Where is the A coming from?
The next word, the second word.
Aparigraha.
Yes.
If you say Nirashir Parigraha, that also sounds right.
No, it doesn't. Then what happened to the Akara?
Oh.
That's the reason why I wrote this in 4 steps. Nirashi
Okay,
parigraha. Visarga became nirashir. A is still there. Okay. Now a consonant and a vowel, when they are one next to each other, they become one sound. Okay, R plus A becoming Ra. So this whole thing here. Okay, let me see whether I can underline it.
But saving varna is good, you said. Nirashir parigraha also sounds good to me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So it's swallowing all the loss. You just swallowed an akara. You can't do that.
Saving is sutra.
Yeah, saving is in sutra, not in word. You don't have the freedom of take out a letter. Okay, so Nirashi, was the Visarga and A is part of the Paravarna and it doesn't change. Okay, it remains as it is. So R plus A became this Ra. Now this Ra, even though it looks like a very short letter, it is Repa plus Akara. Okay, so all the letters are there. The only change is the Visarga turned into a Repa. So you don't have the freedom to change it to Nirashir Parigraha. That means will be totally opposite meaning. Aparigraha will be Parigraha.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, opposite meaning. So Akara is there. Here you don't see that because it combined with Repa to become a Ra. Is everybody clear now about the Artha
Yes.
and what happens if the Parapada is a vowel?
Yeah, clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Got
Yes.
it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So you go step by step. Okay. If it is a Parapada is a vowel, Purvapada is a Halanta, it automatically becomes a complete letter, combined letter, vowel plus consonant.
Halanta means consonants.
Okay. Let me get away from here. Maybe I will keep it in one side, but share. See, because for this, I have to go on Google Chrome. So I just was scared that I might get technical issues. That is why I'm always hesitant to go to internet during the class. Okay, now, so everything is clear?
Yeah.
Like, for example, the last one, that's a little, maybe not very complicated.
We don't see anything.
You don't see anything. Okay. Why don't you see anything? So we got to go to the book. Okay. Let's go to the book. Okay. Guroho Aishwaryam. Can somebody tell what the final form is? Volunteers?
Which one?
Guru-Aishwaryam.
22. 22.
Okay.
Guru-Aishwaryam.
Guru
Aishwaryam.
Okay, so you have Guru, then Raishwaryam.
Raishwaryam.
I become Rai.
Guru Raishwaram.
Yeah, Guru Raishwaryam.
Varyam.
Okay, so do all this homework. Okay.
Okay.
Our popular Glanir Bhavati is there. Okay. Some of the things are Kshetra Kshetrajnayor Jnanam. So because Jna is a consonant, so that is Kshetra Kshetrajnayo, then a Arka goes on top of Jna. Okay, so do that, do the homework and discuss among yourself. And there's at the end, there are a couple of doublets, pin sandhis. That will be a fun example. Okay. So let's see what is next. We still have 15 minutes. So the next is, because we covered number 3 and 4, we have to talk about one little exception. When this exception is only when the Parapada starts with the Repa. Okay. So if you go to the chart, there's a little box. So it's not as complicated as it looks. Okay. Now, is Repa, Ra, is it a hush or not?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So because Haya Varat, so it is in between Ha and Shud, so it is a hush. Okay. But there is a little exception. So I will discuss that in a slide. Not very complicated. In the book, it looks complicated, but I will explain that. Okay. So let's go to that one. So exception will be punaramate, but you can see that in most cases, it is the same as namo namaha for akara. Okay, when the purvavarna is a and paravarna is hash, the default case is namo namaha sandhi will still be there. Okay, but what will not be there is the Guru Brahma option will not happen. Okay, if the purvavarna is H followed by visarga, paravarna is hash. This is the common rule. The visarga will become repa, except when the paravarna is ra. So the repa is an exception for the Guru Brahma sandhi. I'll show you how it becomes. So stop sharing this and then share this one. So let's look at the exceptions. Okay. Go to the presentation mode. Okay. Visarga sandhi when the paravarna is repa. Okay. Vis-a-vis compared to other hush. Okay. Repa is a hush, but it is a little special category. Okay. Among all the hush, everything else follows the rule. Repa is if the paravarna starts with repa again, because you have, the visarga can becomes repa, you have another repa, so it has a little deviation. So general exception compared to other hush. Okay. If the paravarna is repa and purvavarna is any of the ach, then the general exception is the visargasya lopaha. Okay, there is a sutra. Rori, raha, ri, lopaha. That means if there is a visarga, which turns into repa, and then followed by another ra paravarna, then the visargasya lopaha bhavati. Okay. Examples. Devaihi rakshitaha. Devai rakshitaha. Puravarna is one of the ach, then visarga, followed by paravarna, starting with the repa. Okay. You might notice that in all the earlier examples, we haven't given an example of repa as the paravarna. Okay. So devaihi rakshitaha will become devai rakshitaha. Okay. If it is a general rule, if it is followed general rule, then it would have become devair rakshitaha. So then it will be devair rakshitaha. Okay. That doesn't happen. Okay. So that's the main reason it is there. And in Gita 146, there is a verse, Dhartarashtraha Rane. Okay, but you will find in the books Dhartarashtra Rane. So visarga dropped. Okay, so visargasya lopaha when paravarna.
Did you find the place easily? Pottstown Pike, 2.5 miles, take a right.
Hello, please mute.
Baby, please.
Okay. Then okay. Now we said the purvavarna ach for all this exception, but except for if the purvavarna is an an. Okay. An is what?
Vowel and alpapran.
Me vowel?
No.
Vowels and
Semi-vowels and vowels.
No.
Oh,
Here is the ayun, the first nakara.
A-E-U.
Simple vowels.
A-E-U. Okay. So if the purvavarna are any of the simple vowels.
Yeah, simple vowels.
Okay. Then visarga lopa happens. In addition to that, that an will become dirgha. Okay. So the rule 8314 applies. So visarga drops. And only if it is an, the purvavarna is ending with aibu. Okay. Then that will become dirgha. Okay. So otherwise, it would have become it would have become like Guru Brahma. Examples. So there are only 3 possibles, like you can have dirgha. So there is a word antaha and rashtriya. Okay, Purva Varna ends with the short akara, which is a an, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the result, if it is a short, then it will become dirgha. So antaha rashtriya, antarashtriya, like the internal to a country. Antaha is inside. Okay, so this visarga will drop, and the akara at the end of ta will become dirgha. So antarashtriya.
Otherwise, it will become antar.
Yeah, if it is any other consonant other than repa, it would have become antar.
Yes.
Okay, it would have become antardeshiya if it is a desha. Okay, this exception, as I said, only for repa. Okay, dasharatihi ramaha. Okay, so before the visarga there is a short e and. Okay, so that will become dirgha dasharathi ramaha. Okay, after sandhi it will become dasharathi ramaha. Shishuhu roditi, the baby is crying. Okay, ukara, which is short, will become shishu roditi. The ukara will become dirgha. Okay, so 8314, the repa happens first step, or the lopa happens. Lopa of the visarga drops will happen.
Okay, dirgha. Okay.
Again, if it is an, this additional sutra will come in. Okay, those who are asking for sutra, it is here. Okay, so 63111 dra lope, when the repa, the visarga, repa becomes lopa, then purvasya anaha dirgaha, the purva an will become dirgha.
I have a question, Jagdish. So this first word was antarashtriya, but there's also another word called antarashtriya, right? Which means international.
Another word called antarashtriya.
Yeah, so how will that, those are also 2 words. So
that antara is between. That is antara, full ra.
Okay, so full ra. Okay.
Okay,
so
you know the antara means gap in between.
Okay.
Okay, so antarashtriya is between the countries, whereas this antarashtriya is within the country. It's like the inland letter.
I see.
Okay, antarashtriya is the international letter.
Yeah, but what will be the sandhi be there then? Because there's also
there
refa.
will be no sandhi, there will be a samasa, because there is no
Oh, so
visarga.
samasa.
Antara
Okay.
and rashtriya, they just join antarashtriya.
I see. Okay, that's samasa. Okay, got it.
Then you write there antara rashtriya. You write it as one word, but you have to write antara rashtriya.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So the first one, the general exception is ach, and for the other one, the purva varna is an.
Yeah.
So don't they overlap? How do we figure out ach and an?
Okay, ach is general case for all. That is when the visarga drops. Okay, so when we give the example for that, we give the example without including ach with an. So we, of all the ach, a, I, u behave a little differently. The visarga dropping even happens in this exception. You see that the visarga dropping happened here also. Okay, Bhanuji.
Yes.
You asked the question, the visarga dropped here also. Okay, even in the exception, the visarga dropped. But only in the case of short an, it became dirgha. Additional step happened for an only. Okay, visarga happening, general rule happened here also. Okay, so if it's 2 steps, antaha plus rashtriya becomes anta plus rashtriya in 1 step. Second step, it will become anta plus rashtriya. Clear?
In the book, what
That
we
is why
give?
you.
I'm still not clear, Mahodaya. I'm still not clear on this. So if the Purva Varna is an, so here where is an in this? I mean, at the very beginning?
No, an is antaha. What is before visarga? What sound is there before the visarga?
Yeah, it's anta.
Okay. Before visarga, what sound is there? You split it.
Anta.
Split the antaha into the components. Just
An plus ta.
okay, no. Akara plus nakara plus takara plus akara plus visarga. You get that?
Yes.
Antaha, no, the person who asked the question. Antaha, if you break into the component letters, it is a, n, t, a, visarga.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So what is the letter before visarga? Immediately before visarga?
It's an a.
It is an a.
Right.
Is a and an? Is it one of the three basic vowels? A, e, u. Is it one of those? Then it will. What is its dirgha form?
Ah.
That is what it became. Anta.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
So if anybody has question, I will go back to my writing pad and show this so that you won't have any confusion. Let me end the show.
In the book, what page is that?
In the book, I don't know what page. I have a different book. Okay, let me change my share. Stop sharing this. Let me new share go into this. Okay, you see my writing pad thing?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so let's get rid of all these things. Hope there is no questions on this. Okay, what are we talking about now? Which example? Okay, antarrashtriya. Okay, you should be very clear about this. Antaha, purvapada. Rashtriya. Okay. Now, I will break just for convenience so that everybody is clear. I will break this. Now, the okay. So who is asked the question? I don't know the name, so they can this addressing him. Okay. So antaha.
Yeah, I had asked. This is Venkatachalam.
Okay, Venkatachalam. Okay. So akara, nakara, takara, akara plus visarga. Okay, this is antaha. Clear? So the letter before visarga is akara. Clear about that? Now this akara is one of the and letters. A, I, U. And is A, I, U. And this will become dirgha. So I will just write plus ra and only. Other things follow. They don't take part. Okay. So here this a will become dirgha now. So let me copy and paste so that we will have no. So this short one will become long. So the first step is visarga drops, just like the first sutra there. Whatever the sutra number, what is the sutra number? Visarga drops. So 8314. So the first step is the visarga drops. Okay, this is 8314. General rule, visarga drops, irrespective of the vowel, short, long, and each, everything. Okay, visarga drops. So the second step is this short the an will become dirgha. So dirgha for the akara is akara. So what happens now? Anta rashtriya. Copy and paste. So now we have antarashtriya. Let's take the dashes out. I just taking the dashes out. Okay, antarashtriya. That is what we have, final form. Clear?
Yes.
All right. So
Jagdish,
let's go back.
one question. So the second exception,
Yeah.
it's only for the Purva Varna being and so the Para Varna can be anything. It just so happens
No. Paravarna condition is there on the top, on the title.
Oh, so that applies to both
Paravarna
the
is Ra only. Because this exception is only on the Paravarna is Ra.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because, as I said, general rule for Harsh we discussed in number 3. Except for Repa has come exceptions. We are discussing only the exceptions. So Paravarna is Repa, whole of this page.
Okay, for both the exceptions, Paravarna has to be Repa. Okay.
Yeah, the exceptions only for Paravarna when Paravarna is Repa.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that is why I put it on top here. The whole page is applicable to the whole page.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. But, I could put Paravarna here also, but then it will take too much time. It run out of page. Okay, that is why I put it on the top. Okay, again, exception to the exception. The Purva is an. Okay, now if the Purva is akara will become okara. Okay, so we have examples like see this. If you go to the chart, if you look at the top of the chart, the Namo Namaha Sandhi will be there. That rule will still be applicable when the Purva Varna is short a only.
Jagdish, can you please share the other screen?
The book?
Yeah, at least if that is what you're talking, we're not able to see it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have to change. Stop sharing this. Yeah, forgot about that. Reshare. Share this. Okay, so this is an exception to the exception. So here, if the Purva Varna is a short a only. Okay, any noun, proper noun. Then, for example, dharmaha rakshati, dharmo rakshati. Where did we hear this?
Dharmo rakshati rakshata.
Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Okay, so if the Purva Varna is akara, it will still become just like the top of the page in number 3, where is Namo Namaha. So the Namo Namaha Sandhi will still be applicable when the Purva Varna is a proper noun followed by Visarga. Dharmo Rakshati. In Gita, there are 2 examples. One from 825. Dhumaha Ratrihi will become Dhumo Ratrihi. Okay, Purva Varna is akara. And Tataha Rajan, Tato Rajan, 11.9. Okay, so there the Namo Namaha Sandhi will still apply where the Purva Varna is a noun ending with akara followed by Visarga. Okay, our time is up. We will finish the prayer and any questions we will answer later after the prayer. So let's finish the prayer. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santuni Ramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So you might have some questions because whenever there's exceptions and exceptions to the exceptions, it might be a little confusing. So you might have any questions. So if you have the questions, just note it down and either put it in the WhatsApp or bring it up in the class next week. Okay. I have another class, so I can't stay any longer for question answers today. So we will discuss any questions in the next class.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Namaskar. Thank you. Jagdish.
Namaskar, Jagdish.
Thank you.
Dhanyawad.
Thank you.
Look at the
Namaste.
common examples. Examples are always better to study the sandhis. Rather than the theory, the examples are much more useful.
If we have a, okay. Hang on.
But this exception, oh sorry.